It's a pleasure to be here today. Thank you, everybody, for your attendance. I'm going to just say a few words before I hand the microphone over to Dean Gailey. One is that at the registration desk, you should have had an opportunity to pick up one of these, a Field Days Bulletin. And in the third section is a SAREC section. In that section, I just want to point out that there's a listing of projects. Some of them you may see today, others you may not. But the contact information for the investigators of each one of those projects is listed there. So if you're interested in more details, go ahead and contact those individuals that are listed. Those particular bulletin reports are simply summaries of the research, kind of provides an explanation of why the research project is being conducted and a general summary of the highlights of the research. A lot of the details are left out purposely because the intent was to provide something that would just maybe pique your interest, and then if you wanted more of the details, you could contact the scientist specifically. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is an AES initiative that we started about a year and a half ago, and that was a process by which we would like to gather producer input on some of the research that they would like us to be working on. And the process was such that we started at the R&E centers and asked each one of our advisory groups to give us an idea of some of the type of research that they would like to see. And then we enlisted some of our key advisory group members. Ron Pulley is in the audience somewhere in the back there. He was instrumental in helping us send that through our extension service, who identified 5 producers in their area. That would be each of our counties. We asked them to identify 5 producers to send these priorities that were created by the R&E centers for comment. And then we also asked all the commodity groups to do the same thing. As a result, we received a fair amount of input and developed a 4-page document that is on our website, and it's called the Production Ag Research Priorities Document. The whole idea was what we'd like to do is begin to provide a mechanism so that we could address producer needs in terms of the research they'd like to see conducted. And then it also gives our faculty a guide to follow in terms of first addressing those producer needs, but then also to convince granting agencies that these are indeed some of the projects that our producers suggest need to be conducted. This last year, the Ag Experiment Station funded 5 particular specific projects that address those needs, and we're not done. The number of projects is 4 pages long, and we're only able to address 5 total. So we're not going to be able to address everything all at once, but we're certainly going to try to make some progress. So those were the main things that I wanted to point out. I hope that you enjoy your day here today, and I'm going to turn the mic over to Dean Gailey, and he's going to provide some more details about the college and what's happening at UW.